Sa ngayan sa ako asawa, sa nanduha ko kaanak, o sa tibuok pamilya, dawata na mo pasalamat sa ijo suporta na ninin panahon sa amo kagulanan sa pagpanaw ni Nanay. Na-overwhelm kami sa ijo kasing-kasing na pagsuporta. Nili na lang nako isa-isahon kamo pagpasalamat tungod sa kahamok sa nagpadangat sa ilang pagduyog o pagsuporta sa among pagbangutan. Dorothea Ravelo Madlos is for me a silent revolutionary mother. Please allow me to introduce her to you and remember her through this unstructured free verse poem. To my silent revolutionary mother, there is only one mother. She is a mother, a really loving mother. Come high, come low, she is my mother. I can't find another mother like you, not just for biological reasons, but because silently you're always there wishing me, not just to be in the pink of health, but also to be steadfast and strong in my commitment to serve the interest of the oppressed and exploited. Only 3 years old in Bilang-Bilang, I was looking out through our window across Kabusgan Channel, the gateway to Siargao Island. I ask you, isn't it possible to bridge these islands? Laughingly amazed, you succeeded in appeasing the curiosity of my young mind. As an adopted child, I was at times puzzled as to who my real parents were. Reassuringly and comfortingly, you explained that your childless brother needed a son, me. There were times when I visited you, seeking for motherly love. You served me delicious food you prepared yourself. One time you were leaving then, after you visited me, my tomato garden in school already bore fruit. I ran as fast as I could to catch up with the minibus you were riding, so I can give you a handful of my ripe tomatoes. During my high school days in Surigao City, we barely had money to buy food to eat. Tatay sent us coins, tightly wrapped in a piece of paper. You sent us ginamos, bulad, and saging. You tailored for me a multicolored polo shirt. A teacher laughed when she saw me wear it. She said it was a curtain polo. Laughter. At times, I skipped the PMT formation, embarrassed for having only to wear short pants. I graduated without ever marching with my classmates. I had no new clothes to wear for the occasion. My father sent me to study agricultural engineering at CMU in Bukidnon, supposedly to follow the footsteps of the 1960s American dreamers. But what an irony. This gained for me instead a vision for our country. The CMU campus then, pregnant with progressive and revolutionary ideas. I was an activist when martial law was declared, and so I stopped my studies and went home, seeking a mother's comfort, expecting a father's reprimand. Silently, you knew that even under the brutal clause of martial law, I never did quit in the fight against social oppression. Oftentimes, I came home late from secret meetings. You were still awake. You served me food and never asked why I was late. There were moments when you surprised me as you engaged me in political discussion. You smiled when I caught you reading the illegal documents I hid under my bed. As my father went on speaking of his frustrated American dream for me, we talked about martial law and human rights. There was a mother fearless in her support when I first tasted how it was to be in prison in 1974 under martial law. In 1988, you embraced me after my 9-day solitary confinement at Fort Bonifacio. My wife and I granted your request for us to be secretly wed under Christian rites. In turn, you told us never to worry because you will take care of our kids. After my release from prison in 1991, I told you I was rejoining my comrades. Old as you were then, you told me that you respected my principles and decisions. With a mother's heart, you said, "Go, take care of your health. Our family will take care of the kids." 2 decades since then, we haven't felt each other's embrace. Through those years, when, as I spoke to you occasionally through the phone, I could sense your voice becoming fainter and fainter. Last May, before your health deteriorated, you sang to me a Visayan song, "Asa ang imong padulngan." Then you asked me, "When will we see each other?" I told you, I'm not sure when, but I will try. To my surprise, just as I was about to close my phone, I could hear your voice, faint though it was, shouting, "Fight! Fight for your right." You may never know how proud I am when I told my comrades that those marching words came from a loving mother, a 98-year-old, still militant mother. That was our very last lucid conversation. The next time we talked, I hardly understood a word, but I could still recognize in between your tottering voice, you were shouting, "Fight!" Even to the last days, you were still the fighting mother, the silent Gabriela Silang in our midst. Before you passed away, you were aware my wife and I cannot join the family in paying our last respects for reasons we all know. You may never know now that your grandchild, Saga, my son, may not also make it to your wake and burial, for he has been wrongly marked a fugitive for crimes he did not commit. His only crime is being a son who was a revolutionary for a mother and a father. The people's enemy prevented us from seeing each other for 2 decades now. Now, once again, they are trying to deny this to my son as a pressure to revolutionaries like me by attacking our innocent families. You may never know now how much I miss those cakes and biko you lovingly cooked for us. But more than this, you'll never know now how much I miss those fighting words from the mouth of a militant mother. Your fight, my fight, our fight. We may never have fought together in the battlefield, nor in the protest actions in the streets. But I'm always aware that we are one in our fight, one in our aspiration for social justice, freedom and peace. Nay, you may never hear me now, but I will proudly say this to the world. You are my inspiration and my commitment to serve the people. Long live my silent revolutionary mother.